So this is my post about answering the questions. I believe the prober is very good, in line with the framework for K through 12 science education. Practice 3 is deciding what data are to be gathered, what tools are needed to be gathered, and how measurements will be recorded, and decide on how much data are needed to produce reliable measurements and consider any limitations on the precision of the data. I think the prober meets that specifically, being able to see the data being collected and using the scientific approach to it, how precise it is. Practice 4, using spreadsheets, databases, tables, graphs, charts, statistics, computer technology to correlate, summarize, and display data, and to explore relationships between variables, especially those representing input and output. That's exactly what the prober does. Recognize patterns in data that suggest relationships worth investigating further. Distinguish between causal and correlational relationships. I think the graphs that are given out and the use of spreadsheets will help students see that correlation. And collecting data from physical models and analyze the performance of design under range of conditions. I think the prober allows for that as well. And then under practice 5, I think recognize that computer simulations are built on mathematical models that incorporate underlying assumptions about the phenomena of systems being studied. Again, a temperature prober allows for that to happen. The second question is, I have to get back to it. I think I answered this in a previous post. My students were pretty amazed by, they're 7th graders, they were pretty amazed by the prober. They thought it was pretty cool to see the graphs being formed on this screen. You could go between a line graph, a pie chart, and some other features that this thing has. So they thought it was pretty cool. I let them just play around with it for the class. I think I didn't really get into the deeper questionings yet because again, I just let them play with the prober for the class. I will ask questions like, how do you think you could use this in the future? Does tools like this help us in the scientific field? What applications could you see using a prober doing? All right, thank you.